There's something rare, something almost intimidating, about a man who isn't afraid to start over. Most men cling. They cling to memories, to relationships, to routines, even to pain. They stay because leaving feels terrifying. They settle because rebuilding themselves seems impossible. But then, there's the other kind of man, the Stoic kind. The man who says, if this no longer aligns with my peace, my purpose, or my values, I walk. And that man? She can't replace him. Not because he's perfect, but because he carries a strength that cannot be copied. Here are 4 powerful reasons why. 1. A man who can start over is not controlled by fear. Most men stay in situations that drain them simply because they fear losing what they have. But the man who can walk away? He's free. He's not afraid of loneliness. He's not afraid of uncertainty. He's not afraid of rebuilding from the ground up. And a woman senses that immediately. She's used to dealing with men who beg, plead, chase, or collapse emotionally the moment she pulls away. But a man who can start over doesn't shake. He doesn't break. He doesn't lose himself. Seneca said, "The man who is prepared has already conquered." A man willing to rebuild his life is a man no one can control, and that makes him unforgettable. 2. His self-worth comes from within, not her approval. A man who can start over is not asking for validation. He's not waiting to be chosen. He's not seeking permission to feel valuable. His worth is rooted in himself, in his actions, his discipline, his principles. Most people look to relationships for identity. He builds his identity first and allows relationships to complement it, not define it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The world's opinion means nothing. Your opinion of yourself means everything." She can't replace a man like this because he is rare. He is steady. He is whole. He doesn't chase love. He attracts it. Because real confidence isn't loud. It's grounded. 3. He doesn't seek revenge. He elevates. When he walks away, he doesn't focus on proving her wrong. He focuses on proving himself right. He improves himself quietly. He builds his life back stronger. He outgrows the pain instead of drowning in it. And here's the truth no one admits. When a man grows in silence, a woman feels it, even from a distance. She sees the changes. She hears about his progress. She feels the shift in his energy. And suddenly, she realizes he was never the one losing. She was. Epictetus said, "First tell yourself who you will be, then do what you must." A man who rises after heartbreak cannot be replaced because he becomes a new version of himself that she never thought he could become. 4. He chooses peace over chaos, even if it means letting go. The strongest men are not the ones who fight endlessly to keep someone. They're the ones who recognize when something is stealing their peace and remove themselves from it. A woman cannot replace a man who has emotional discipline, internal stability, the courage to walk away, the strength to rebuild, and the wisdom to protect his peace. Why? Because most men stay trapped in toxic cycles. But he chooses clarity over confusion, progress over pain, growth over comfort. And women deeply respect a man who values his peace more than her approval. He becomes the man she should have chosen, but didn't appreciate until he was gone. A man who isn't afraid to start over is unstoppable. He's not attached to the past. He's not controlled by rejection. He's not defined by who walks away. He knows he can rebuild. He knows he can rise. He knows he can transform pain into power. And that's the kind of man a woman struggles to forget. Because you can replace attention, you can replace affection, but you cannot replace a man who has mastered himself.